In with the new, out with the old. Totally just kidding. I know y'all fanboys are just going crazy right now, whether you're a Samsung or a Nexus. I'm still keeping this guy. Got lots to do with the Nexus 6P. Definitely not going away anytime soon, so no worries on that end of the spectrum. But as far as this goes, I'm ready to get this out of the box and start using it. Alright, so here we are with the Galaxy S7 Edge. This has been a phone I've actually been pretty interested in ever since they announced it. I was really curious to see if they're going to step it above the S6. I wasn't impressed with the S6 at all last year, mainly because of the battery life. But now, hopefully they fix that problem with a 3600 mAh battery, plus Android Doze and all that kind of nice improvement. But I'm actually kind of disappointed though, because I don't get to use my unboxing knife. I'll still flip it out just because I like to flip out my unboxing knife, but there's no tape or anything on this. So here we go. Here's the first sleeve. All right. It's a little bit different box than what they've done in the past. Got the nice midnight shimmer blue, looks pretty cool. I went with the silver Galaxy S7 Edge. White normally is my go-to color, but they're not offering that with Verizon, at least not at this point. So I went with silver, something different. Otherwise, I probably would have went black. I kind of actually have a little bit of regret not getting the black one, but I'm going to let this one just ride it out for a little while, see how I feel about it. We'll put this off to the side for just a second. I'm going to pretend that this is the first time you've seen an unboxing video of this phone at least, so bear with me if you've already seen some. Now we got our SIM card tool. Looks probably some more instructions and stuff like that inside of here. I just want to be able to give everybody the same expectation as if they were getting the phone themselves. So we got our paperwork, all that good stuff. We got our SIM card tool. Now, if you want to just swap over your old SIM into your new SIM, you can do that. It does come with a preloaded one, at least with the Verizon variant. This time they're actually including an OTG adapter. We've got our cable. We've got our adaptive fast charging charger. And you can check out the specs right there if you just want to pause the screen. I am a real big fan of fast charging. It's definitely one of those things that has to come on each phone now that I get them. It's just so nice to be able to charge your phone up within an hour or even less than an hour at times. And we have earbuds this time, and they're black, which is different. I'm actually kind of appreciating that. The white ones just get so dirty so fast. Hey, I can actually use my knife. Oh, they tricked me! I thought they were black because the way they looked on the inside right here. They're still white. Dang it. They don't look too much different from what we saw last year. So I'm just do a little snippet review of those later during the full review. So yeah, there's everything that comes in the box, paperwork, SIM card, tool removal. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the main show. We got a little wrapping right there, and we also have one right here as well. It looks like you could actually keep this one on if you wanted to kind of keep it protected until you get a screen protector. With that said, you're going to want to stay tuned to this channel because I'm going to do a ton of accessory reviews. I've got some on the way. I've already got some, so you definitely want to stay tuned for those. That includes cases, screen protectors, all that kind of stuff. So first impression holding this for the first time, I did stop by Best Buy, but they got all those cables and junk all over it, so it's kind of hard to get a good feel for what the actual phone feels like. The edges feel really cool to me. It's just, the reason why I got an Edge for one is because it's the bigger screen. I like the bigger screens on phones, and that just kind of suits my needs. So before I get this turned on, I'm going to turn off my Nexus 6P. That way there's no confusion when this starts to activate. But taking a look around the phone as that starts to go down is one thing I'm really not looking forward to is the fingerprints. I'm going to get this all cleaned off and then I'll have a case on it. I won't worry about that kind of stuff. But just to begin with, man, there's already fingerprints all over it. That's just, it's okay. I'll get over it. But it feels really good in the hand. I mean, just first impressions, it's got some nice little bit of weight to it. I do like how they added some extra girth to the S7 and also the S7 Edge because they are accommodating the bigger batteries. Finally, Samsung is one of the few that has listened. It's not just about getting the thinnest phone. A lot of people care about battery more than that. Not to mention, many people won't even notice the difference between the girth. And it also hides the camera a lot better this time. It's not protruding out like what we've seen in so many Samsung phones. On the back, while we're talking about it, we've got our LED light and also our heart rate sensor, our finger sensor. On the right hand side of the phone is our power button. We got our volume rocker on the left side. Speaker grills at the top along with our cameras and sensors. This is our home button here that also has our fingerprint sensor for our Touch ID kind of stuff. Up at the top we have a microphone and also our SIM card along with our SD card. That's a big deal. I am so happy that they included an SD card this time. On the bottom side we have our headphone jack, our USB port, microphone, and speaker. These little white lines here, if you didn't know, those are your antenna lines. And as you can see here, the home button is actually kind of hidden a lot more too. It's not sticking out like the other phones were. Overall, this is feeling like a very nice polished design with a mix between the Note 5 and the Galaxy S6. Or probably would better say the S6 Edge Plus. Alright, let's go ahead and do the first boot. Samsung Galaxy S Edge. Powered by Android 6.0, which is awesome. Got the latest version of Android for the most part, except for Android N just came out today, so we can't really count that yet. It's the developer preview. Hello. So no obnoxious noises, that's good. Now I wish that they would actually turn the screen not white but to red, because goodness gracious, if you're turning your phone on during the nighttime or if it's dark out, dark inside, that white screen will just blind you. Alright, so it came shipped with 63% battery life already. So let's go through the welcome setup. Like I said, this is a video for people that have not seen an unboxing video, have not seen a setup yet. This is for you. This screen is where you're going to activate your phone. Alright, so this is not what I want to run into when I get this phone. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to power this back off, get this SIM card out of my Nexus 6P and pop it in here, and it should be a better process. This is not as fast as I want to do. I don't want to have to call customer service to get this activated. For this part of the video, I'm just going to show you how to get that going. And you're just going to get your SIM card tool. You got one that's included with your kit. You pop the little hole right here. There's just a little hole, pinhole size, and you're just going to pop that, and it kind of just comes out of place. Now, if you're with Verizon, they come with a pre-installed SIM card, but you can take your old one and put it inside. Now, you can barely see it, but there is actually some writing that lets you know what is what. The bottom one is your SIM, and the top is your SD card. You're just going to kind of place it in the little slot there, kind of just fitting like a puzzle. And it should be pretty flush and smooth. Then you're just going to come back to the top here. You see the pinhole, line it up with the pinhole port, and then slide it on in, and it should be really nice and smooth. And that's all there is to it, to get your SD card and your nano SIM card into your Galaxy S7 or 7 Edge. Let's see if this works this time. I put my old SIM card into this phone, and let's hope for the best, because I really don't have to talk to customer service to get all this done. Just want to put it in and go. Alright, there we go. The phone is activated. It's already been activated, so that's good. If you have your old SIM card, just do that first. Don't bother with the one that's already installed with it. Just hit next. Verizon Cloud, just kind of go through this setup real quick. It's not bad to back it up if you can. Actually, I want to go back. I don't do photos, videos, music. Well, I'll leave that kind of stuff because they're small. I don't worry about media. Verizon Cloud setup, Wi-Fi only. That's fine with me because I don't use it that much, but it's just kind of like a backup to my backups. I typically just worry about Gmail. Alright, so you have the option to set it up with Wi-Fi, but I'm not going to bother with that either. Check it for a software update. And I do have another device, so that's actually going to be a lot easier. I'm going to boot up my Nexus 6P, and I'm going to use it to load up all my accounts and stuff. I really love this option because it just really cuts out a lot of setup that you have to go through. Now you can do no thanks, and then if you had an Android device before, you can just back it up from a certain date and it'll re-download your apps. But with this, it'll actually re-download all your accounts. Like if you have more than one Gmail account, like I have my personal but also my BaneTech account, it'll load this up for me without me having to actually go through all that setup process. Okay, so for this, I'm going to do copy Google accounts and apps and data from your other device. Check that. And the next thing you're going to want to do is place them side by side. It's recognized. Try this again. All right, come on. There we go. Somehow the lock screen came back on, so you have to make sure that your lock screen is off and you're at your home screen. So confirm screen lock, there we go. Do my fingerprint, copy to the other device. Now copying your Google accounts and data. This is such a cool option. I love that they do this. Now just kind of looking side by side while this is doing that kind of stuff. Look how there's a little bit more length in the screen. So it's pretty cool. 5.5 inch screen versus a 5.7. Anyways, this is done. So let's go ahead and get all this typed in. Alright, so loaded, and now my next screen is to protect my phone, set up fingerprint. I'm definitely going to do that. I love using fingerprint. I'll use a pin for now. Alright, lock screen change, so here we go. Place your finger on the home key and lift off. See how quick it is. I know on the Nexus 6P, that one is very quick and easy to set up. I feel like I'm tapping this one a lot more times than what the Nexus 6P did, but that's all good. And if you notice, I was kind of placing this in different kind of patterns. I wasn't just doing the same spot over and over. I do want to show content. I do like that. All right, now it's starting to restore. We're to this screen now and hit done. Samsung account, I'm going to go ahead and add that real quick. All right, all I did is hit done and we're to our home screen. Now, I don't really want to do a first impressions video just yet. I kind of want to do a 48 hours or my first 48 hours kind of video. For one, I'm recording this in the evening time, so I want to have Thursday and Friday to get a good first impressions, then release the video to you on Saturday. So now it's starting to restore all my apps. It's like syncing messages and all that kind of stuff. Big shout out to Root Junkie there. And we're pretty much ready to go with this thing. I'm really looking forward to using this phone as my daily driver. There's a lot of cool features that this phone has. I can't wait to show them off to you guys. So you're going to want to subscribe to the channel so you can see all those videos when I put them out there. It's going to be tons, like not only just accessory reviews, but also some just stuff I learned about the phone, my experiences with it. I want this to be something that we can kind of grow with in a sense. Thank you for watching this video and sticking to the end of it. If you did watch all the way to the end, say cowabunga dude down in the comments. I really can't wait to show you more videos about this phone, so definitely subscribe if you haven't. And if you enjoyed the video, please give a thumbs up. And until then, stay techy. I kind of want this to be kind of